Let's put in the sink. Before I do that, once again, not a bad idea to save changes that we've made to this drawing file. Zooming, selecting zoom window and zooming into this area. Looking at the sketch, the overall dimensions of this sink are 33 inches wide by 21 inches deep, and I believe it's 2 inches away from the countertop, and it is centered on this window. So using our drawing aids to our advantage and using our object snaps to our advantage, I'm going to draw a line, selecting the midpoint here and taking it across without letting it snap to any other endpoint or any other object snap. I'm going to pick here, right click, and I indicated to you that it was 33 inches wide, so I'm going to offset, and half of 33 inches would be 15, but 15 is 30, 16 is 32, so 16 and a half, so I'll type in 16.5 and enter. Selecting object to offset, selecting this line up, and then selecting the same line down below. Right click. I'm going to leave this line in here. I may need it as I continue to draw, but I want to measure the distance and make sure that I did make it 33 inches across, and it indicates 2 feet 9 inches, which does translate to 33 inches. Next, I want to offset this line 2 inches in, offset 2, and enter. Selecting this object to the left, right click. I'll do a fillet command now. Radius does equal 0, that's good. Selecting one object, second object, right click, repeat fillet, 1, 2, and I indicated to you that it was 21 inches deep, so we're going to select offset, a distance of 21, and enter. Selecting this object, taking it over to the left hand side, and I'll just pick out here and right click that and do a fillet command once again. Right click, repeat fillet, and we have the general outline. Getting a little more specific, 2 sink bowls, so let's put those in. If I remember correctly, they were 2 inches from the sides, so I'm going to offset 2 inches. Select the object, right click, repeat offset. I probably should have kept going with it, so that's fine. I'm going to enter and select this object to this side and this object down to that side. The middle basin, or rather the middle piece separating the 2 bowls, is 3 inches. So I'm going to select offset 1.5 and enter. Taking this same line, which I knew would probably come in handy, that's why I left it, picking to that side, selecting it again and picking down and then right clicking. I'm pretty sure I'm done with it now, so I'm going to select it and erase. And on the back side, I believe that's a 4-inch dimension, so I'm going to offset a total distance of 4 and enter. Select this segment, take it over and select here and right click. It's starting to get a little complicated, but so far it's going okay. If it happens to you that some of these extra lines are in the way, you can simply turn the layers off that we are not using right now, and it may help a little bit. Select trim now, and I'm going to enter, That way all of the objects get selected as cutting edges, and I will simply begin trimming. What I'll do is work my way from the outside in. It's going to be a little tricky in here, but I could always try zooming in. And I'm selecting the objects that I want to trim. If you need to undo, simply type in U and enter. That takes care of that. And of course, if we fine tune it a little bit, it does have a radius. Let's go ahead and put in the fillet radius. And I believe it's a 2-inch radius, so we're going to type R for radius and enter. 2 and enter. And begin selecting the objects. That went well. Right click to repeat fillet. Right click again, repeat fillet. And I know that I could have mirrored this over, but again, just trying to reinforce some of the things that we have already talked about. And there we have it. I'll turn on the layers that I had turned off. And to make this drop down go away, you simply click in the drawing space. There are my layers, and select Zoom Extents. And we're on our way.